So I thought I'd play with the QSV a little bit just to see if all this stuff is going to work. I just kind of, that's my air compressor bleed valve. Anyway, I just kind of cobbled this together. I already had that T made up. I actually used that to set my pop pressure on my carbs on the ski. So anyway, that's a whole other story, but it was already set up, so I figured I'd use it for this. This is what I've been using for my Mickey Mouse powder coating. I really need to run some airlines in here, but I haven't done it yet. So anyway, this is what we got. I'm regulated at 30 pounds over at the compressor. So we're shut off there. This is hard to really trust the value on this because it is made out of Chinesium. I trust the Ashcroft. I'm going to leave that thing powered off. That's our power supply to run the solenoid valve. So I'm curious. So the way I've got this set up, I put in a bleed tee so that I can just kind of hold my finger over this to raise and lower the pressure. I was farting around with the switch the other day, just hooked up to this thing by itself without the QSV, and I set it around 10 pounds. So it should be close to that right now, but I'm not exactly sure how this is all going to work. So I want to see how much pressure we got. Okay, well, that looks reasonable. You know, call it, 25. Give her a cut. Whoa, shit. Cut. Hang on. Alright, well, let's turn that down just a little bit, shall we? I don't know if that's going to stay on there. Okay, cool. Turn it up just a little bit more. It's probably going to blow off again. Well, let's just see if what it does at 10 pounds. So, okay, I'm going to turn on the power. So what I did here is I hooked up a test light. Let's turn this off. And I haven't checked that yet. Let me, hang on. Too much stuff in here. Let me grab another test lead out of the toolbox. We'll check the test light, make sure that I'm going to end up shorting something out here. I don't know what, but and our rain is back again. Real nice. Hey, I hear the valve working too. Okay, good. That'll be our indicator light. Let's, okay, power's on. So I guess we'll open up the air and we'll see. Okay, we're exhausting out of the T. And here we go. Coming up on 10. Something is not happy at all. I'm going to take the power off of this valve. That valve behaved fine until we put power on. Okay, I'm going to have to take a time out and think about this for a second. I need to check some stuff, kind of review a couple of things. All right, we're back. So I've taken the power off of the Hobbs switch, and I'm going to try to manually activate this valve, you know, bypassing that. It sounds like the contacts are bouncing in that thing. So what I'm going to do here is we'll just repeat what we just did. I'm going to need more than one set of hands here, so I'm going to have to sit this thing down. Let's see if it works first, shall we? Oops, I was touching the wrong side. Okay. I think. Nope, I got the power off. You freaking idiot. Okay, so we want to power this side. There we go. It's clicking now. Okay, I want to see if I'm going to set the phone down right here. Hey. Alright, I'm going to close this off. And it opens and doesn't chatter. Okay. So that means the contacts in the switch are bouncing, which leads me to my next theory. It's got to be caused by the pressure dropping and then the contacts opening, and it goes into some sort of an oscillation or something. I think that probably what happens here, or what is happening here, is there's not enough air volume in this test setup. So I think what's happening, as soon as that valve opens up and draws this pressure in this little tiny little system down, I think that is what's messing with the switch. So I have a way to go around that. So we'll set up another test setup here, and we'll try it again. All right, cut. All right, so this is kind of Mickey Mouse, but it should work. This is a completely separate air hose that goes over to a similar regulator that's over there. I got more than one regulator over there on the tank. So this should kind of act like its own, I don't know, compressed volume, I guess is what you would call it. There's a lot of compressible volume in the intake plenum. So I think if that switch is mounted somewhere, you know, in that plenum, I think it'll work fine. Oh, thanks, kiddo. I'll be in just a second. So this is on its, so the T with the gauge is hooked up to the Hobbs switch. And I got that powered by that. I also hooked the light back up. So this is on its own air supply. So hopefully this will keep it from chattering. I guess we're gonna find out. That's powered on. I did turn the air pressure down over there quite a bit because I don't want to. Boy, that opens fast. So what happens if I... It's not chattering though. Man, 10 PSI opens that thing wide open. Man, that's going to need some kind of... Well, that's good that the switch isn't chattering. Man, 10 PSI opens that thing right up like it's nothing. Yeah, wait a minute, that's not 10 psi. Aha! Herein lies the problem. That's not really 10 psi. It's more like, I really need another gauge right here, because I would bet you, so I'm turned way down over there, but it's, I'm guessing it's 25, maybe? No, it's not that much. Well, it's, what, I don't know, 15? Still, man, that thing freaking just slams open. Let's see that again. Coming up on 10 right there. Well, maybe. Dude, I don't know. That's kind of shitty. That's, huh. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the answer is like a speed control or a bleed T. Yeah, you know those speed control things? Don't you have one of those? You know the little T with the needle valve thing in it? Well, I don't know, but it's going to need some tuning. Just having that thing open like that is... I thought it was going to, like, modulate better. Maybe it needs a spring or something on it. It does close fast, though. Anyway, more to be learned, I suppose. Just the beginning.